your training partners. You've just come back from the World Championships, both having medalled in the same event. How much are you looking forward to wrapping up your season together in New York City, being celebrated for the stars that you are at Athlos?
You can go first.
My season's been quite long. Well,
okay. I'm good. Go. Is it match? There we go.
That would be a bad end to the season. It's been a long season for me. This is going to be my 24th race of the year tomorrow if we include indoors. So no better place to end it than with my teammate and with all of the ladies here and in New York City. I just can't wait. Whereas I feel like Keely, you're like just getting going now, really.
Yeah, the complete opposite. This is my 6th race of the year. So I feel like I'm like ready to go. I'm looking forward to getting back out there again. Like the Worlds was really fun and it's nice to just end it here. Really wanted to come out here into New York. I feel like the energy is going to be amazing. I think we're going to have another really great race.
Faith, the women's middle distances is insane right now. I think it's definitely one of the most competitive areas in our sport. You've very much spearheaded this movement for the last decade. It sounds horrible, but I mean, you've really been at the forefront of it. What do you think makes the middle distances so exciting right now?
I would say it's how we help each other, push each other towards, that finish line to run fast every year. I would say I don't know if I'm the oldest of these two ladies here because I just new in this, they're still young. I think I'm the oldest and have shown them the way that, we have to keep our dreams alive, to just keep on and just dream big goals and go for it. We don't have to limit ourselves in everything we do. We just have to believe in ourselves and just go out there and just try everything.
Keely, you launched your own track meet this year indoors, the Keely Classic, and obviously Athlos is completely built around athletes at the center of it, athlete ownership moving forward with the league. How important do you think is it to involve athletes and to have this athlete ownership in the sport moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's a really great thing. There's so many personalities in the sport and there's so many stories to tell. It's hard to find that balance of showcasing everyone, but like we were just saying, even stepping here, like we've only been here 2 days, but you guys have made us feel like really valuable, which I think that's a word Georgia used, and I think that's a really powerful word, like to feel that way. And Keely Classic it feels like a lifetime ago, but that was really fun to do, and we actually got the idea from you guys to make like the smaller bibs. I seen that you like did it last year, and I was like, oh, that's actually a really good idea, and I think something that I hadn't even thought about. So we had one size for the females and one size for the males, but yeah, that was really fun, and I think it's just really cool to have all these new and inspiring events coming along, trying to push track forward, that you've got to start somewhere. So yeah, I think it's really fun and I'm really happy to be here.
Amazing. Faith, you've already pretty much achieved legendary status in the sport. I mean, you've got world records on Mars, you've got titles on Mars. What continues to drive you at this point in your career?
I would say the love of sports really drive me to still wake up early in the morning and just go for that run. And also for the next generation, I took a lot of, young girls out there to just learn from me and just dream like, I want to be like Faith in the future, to just win medals and break records.
And Georgia, again, we've briefly touched on that, but women's middle distance running is insane right now. Mm-hmm. What do you see as the next big frontier in the middle distances?
Well, I think that the 800 metre world record is going to go before LA.
Heard it here first.
Yeah, I think by someone sitting on the stage. And that's really exciting. And then Faith shows us, every year how you break records, how you set world records, and to be brave and really go for it. And I think that rubs off on the whole rest of the field. Everyone's like, why don't we give this a go? And we just get faster and faster. Like the 800 metre at Worlds was so fast. And yeah, it's an exciting place to be. It's an annoying place to be for me, I will say, because you've got Faith in the 15 and Keely in the 8. And it's like, goddamn, it'd be nice if there was a bit more, a bit more of a gap. But it's all good. It means that we're all running quicker and pushing each other to new levels, which is really exciting.
And you touch on the pushing each other, and I think the beautiful thing in the distance running world, especially all the middle distances with you women, is that you're also very supportive of each other. We've seen this year. You were all in one way or another involved in breaking 4. Faith, obviously, as the one pushing the boundary. Georgia, you were one of the pacers. Keely, you were one of the analysts on that. How important do you think is it to actually see that you have not only yourself as competitors, but also as supporters? Faith, I'll ask you first because you've kind of benefited from both of these ladies in one way or another.
It's really fun to, be friends at the same time you support each other in this sport, because we learn from each other, you can't stop learning. And, being friends out of what we do, it's just fun. Look at what it did with Beatrice also, Japan, on the distance. It's really fun, to have strong women in sport and also have fun out of sport.
I'll open the floor to questions. Anyone got a question? Again, we'll do the same as before. Raise your hand and state your name and outlet. We'll start with Fitzroy.
Thank you. Fitzroy Dunkley.
Is it on? I think.
It's fine, everybody can hear me anyways. Fitzroy Dunkley, Jumpers World, and this question is for Faith Kipyegon. So Faith, you're from a country similar to mine. I'm from Jamaica originally, where there's a lot of talent, but not a lot of resources, despite the international success. Despite that, we still have to try to make it, to the level that you are. You've broken a record, you've inspired a lot of people. But for the young girls who are coming up in Kenya or any other country that has to face similar struggles, what would you tell them to do to get to the levels that you are?
Oh yeah, it's really difficult, but we normally try to use what is possible and just make use of it, because in Africa we don't have best facility to train, like tracks and everything. Like when I was preparing for SAF4, I was just using my ramp track to just prepare for that breaking 4. So it was really tough, but I normally urge our government to do, something on the facilities, especially training tracks and, and stadiums, because, we are also bidding for 2029 World Championship in Kenya, and that will be tough if we don't have good facilities. So we hope they will make some correction and we will have beautiful event. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Yeah, Anderson?
Thank you. Anderson Emerald with CITIUS Mag. Georgia, can you expound a little bit on why you believe the 800 world record will go down, specifically before LA? And I wonder if, Keely, you also agree with those sentiments?
No pressure.
Because obviously I get to see in training firsthand what Keely's doing and how strong she is. Don't get me wrong, it takes a lot for a world record to go, and especially a world record like that stood for such a long time, but we see what shape she's in, what she's capable of, and she's so young, and I just think she's also very determined, and I just think she's run 154, four times now? 3 times. And I just think that's coming and it's going to be chipped away on, but I just think, with everything that we're doing in training, it's obviously working with her determination, and I think everyone's really getting behind it.
Thank you. I think the last couple of years it's definitely been spoken about, when the women's skate now is starting to hit those times, top 6 was 155 and below. All it takes is one person to even think it's possible, and I think we've seen that with Faith this year. When I was at sub 4, I had never even thought about a woman going sub 4 for the mile. So even just to think about that, now it even seems more possible. So the last couple of years talking about that 153, I do think it's possible. It's going to take an incredible day, everything to go right. But you just got to believe, and we believe it's there, and everyone's getting faster. The technology is helping us get faster. Why not? We'll give it a go one day, and hopefully we can do it.
Great. Any more questions from the room? Yeah, got another one here at the front.
Fitzroy Dunkley, Jumpers World, this one's for Georgia. So, you've had a great year. You've had some big drops. And you know, I always wonder. I love to see athletes move from one year where they're okay, and then the next year they're great.
Yeah.
I always wonder, what do you do in the off season? What was that? What was the difference? Was it what is the abs that you were doing? Give everybody what's the insights into what you think was the major difference between last year and this year and moving yourself to elite status.
I think, I was working a full-time job last year until April, and so it was hard training around a full-time corporate job in tech sales and trying to train like a professional athlete, and then actually being like, I'm going to go all in and see if I can make the Olympics. It's not a surprise to me that I had a big improvement because I was finally able to recover, go on the camps, get physio, everything like that. And then this year I'm just, 1 year further I'm only 18 months into being a pro. So it's like I'm finally able to do all of that stuff that everyone else on the team's been able to do. And yeah, I just feel very grateful for it. And I'm really happy that I could back up last year, a medal at the Olympics with a medal this year as well. But it is interesting because now it's like that's the standard. And this is what these ladies have been dealing with for years. It's like medals, gold or nothing. And I'm starting to work on the mental side of that as well because it is tough. It's a much bigger ask than being an underdog like I was last year.
So I need to quit my job then.
Pretty much, yeah.
Any more questions from the room? Yeah, there in the back.
Hi, I'm Erin Lardy from Johnny Moss. Keely, you said you guys felt very valuable being here, and I think that's really important. So we see like the luxury kind of element here and the glam and all that stuff, but like what's the actual larger meaning of that when it comes to leveling up just from a sport perspective, kind of how you show up in the wider world? And this could go for any of you guys.
Great question. I think the word vibe is a very powerful word. I think when you feel that way, you're gonna perform that way. The energy is already better. You feel uplifted, and just coming here, it's a very exciting city anyway. Everybody's been so welcoming. Everything's been very much organised for us and sorted out, and any questions need to be asked or like I've never been to New York before, people are there to help us. And then you just add that on top of coming in here in the glam, making everybody feel really beautiful. We wear sweats and like training gear every single day, so it's really nice to do something different and have helping out, coming into the here and looking really nice, and we all look really beautiful. So that itself already raises the energy, and I think just going into a meet like that, it's going to be really fun, and it's definitely something different. We don't do this anywhere else, so we're grateful for that.
I was just going to add on to that, just say I feel like I'm one of those people who races better when you feel really empowered and supported, and this is definitely what this event is doing. And you stand on the start line, you feel like everyone there is cheering you on, and sometimes that you might have struggles to get things in this sport, and this is an event that's uniquely here, like pulling all of these women in, being like, we recognise you, we see that you're doing a great job, we're here to kind of do a celebration of you all, and I feel like that's going to pull out really good performances from us.
Amazing. Any more questions? One more here at front, yeah.
Hi, Jen Kling from Campaign. Thanks so much for being here. I'm curious, what are you most excited about for this year's Athlos event? And it can be more than one thing.
I'm looking forward to obviously the race, but also like the way how the way how it's finishing the season for everyone. Like I'm pretty sure that every single person here is done at the end of this, and so I'm looking forward to the party. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking forward to Sierra coming out, us all racing, but then like dancing, celebrating in the middle. Like that's just going to be such a fun moment because we're all in the same position. We've worked really hard this season, and now we can celebrate together.
Yeah, I'll second that. That after party's looking really nice. At this point in the year, it's definitely been a long year, but I think this is probably one of the best places to end it. Like we've said, we feel vibe here, we feel empowered. It's going to be so much fun. There's lots of energy around it. So it's really like got our energy up to be able to do one more race at the end of the year, because it is tough to carry on after a World Championships and you give your whole mind to doing that. So when that's done, it's like, I would love to rest right now and be in Mexico sipping tequila. One more, and I think this is the best place to do it. So thank you guys so much.
Faith, will you wear the crown when you party afterwards?
I will. I can't wait to, to end the season with the show tomorrow, to just dance and enjoy everything. So
I want to see Faith.
Faith with the crown dancing to Sierra.
You touched upon something there. You mentioned the crown, Faith. You got to wear it last year.
Yeah.
How tempting, especially for you two, is it to have such a special trophy in a tiara
unique,
crown?
for sure.
Very unique. Maybe you bring that to the Kiwi Classic next time. Just bring something in. I heard as well, I don't know if it's true, but Serena might give it to you, which I feel like is also kind of cool if that's the case, because it's like we respect her so much as an athlete, so I feel like that adds an extra element to it if we get it.
Any last questions for our ladies while we have them here?
I got one more.
Yeah, one more.
Fitzroy Dunkley, jumpers world. This one is for Keely. So Keely, you have an aggressive running style in the 800. You're obviously going out there looking to lead the race from start to finish, which I'm a big fan of. I like someone who's just confident in their abilities to just go out there and say I'm better than everyone, so I'm gonna lead the whole race. And what's your mindset going into those races? Like when you're thinking like you're going out to race really talented people, but you're confident in your training and what you're doing. What's your mindset going into that and using that tactic?
Confidence and self-belief is definitely a big thing. When we're training, like we have a great system and a great setup where we know what shape we're in like before we're even on the line. That really helps. And when my coach says to me, Keely, we believe you can 1-2-3, we believe you can 1-4, all I gotta do is go out and do it. And I do have very much of like a fuck it and go for it attitude. I quite like to empower that and just think like if I cross this line and I've made a mistake here, or mistakes are bound to happen sometimes, but if I cross it and I'm like, oh, I could have gone harder there or could have gone harder here, I'm just going to be annoyed with myself. So we like to give it everything. We practice that in training all the time. Like the workouts we have to do are insane. So I think we just empower that in racing. Racing's meant to be the fun part. It's easier than training. I look at it as 1 rep. I have 1 rep to do. I ain't got to carry on afterwards. And that's kind of how I go into it. Just wanting to give it everything and get the best out of myself. So I'm looking forward to stepping on the line tomorrow one last time for 2025 and giving it my best.
Thank you.
And hopefully come away with that crown. Thank you all so much. Thank you and good luck all 3 of you tomorrow.
Thank you.
We can't wait to see you guys celebrate and have that little dance that you promised us.
Thank you.